Good evening. Here is our jump lesson for pages 159 to 160, finding area by skip counting. Here is our mini boss question. Carlos draws lines to divide a rectangle into an array of square inches. An array is like this blue square at the bottom. The area of the rectangle is 18 square inches. What are the possible numbers of rows and columns? My hint at the bottom, what if it had 2 rows and 2 columns? It would look like that square. Okay. Finding area. Okay, so your book will give you a bunch of drawings where each little square in it is like either 1 inch square, or maybe it could be 1 foot square or 1 yard square. So each box will represent one of those. So if you divide your picture into a bunch of boxes, you'll be able to find the area just by counting the boxes. So like for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it would be 20 inches square if it's inches, for example. Okay. So you can also start with a rectangle like this, and it might not have all the dividing lines drawn. So if you wanted to skip count this one, or if you wanted to or just say count this one, then you can draw in these lines, and then you can count. So you can have 2, 4, 6, 8. So you can count, you can skip count because there are 2 in each row. So 2 plus 2 more is 4, plus 2 more is 6, plus 2 more is 8. Alright, so here is a little practice, skip count to find the area. So go ahead and try this. Pause the video. Okay, so we're going to go row by row. So here's, can you see that row? Maybe I need a different color. So here's this row. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in it. Okay, so we'll add 5 more for the next row. 5 more. 5 more. 5 more. And 5 more. So its total area is 30 because there are 30 of these squares. Okay, for this one, you can skip count, and across here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and then 14 because you'd add 7 more. So it has 14 for its area. Okay, and for this last one, go ahead and try it before I put the answer on here. So we have 1, 2, 3 in the row. So we'd skip count 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So its overall area would be 18. Okay, so we can skip count the columns also. So the columns would be like this direction. So you have 4 boxes in each column. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we want to skip count, we can say 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So we'd end up with an area of 20. So here's a little practice. Go ahead and try that one. And then you can put the video back on. Okay, so hopefully you said here's a column, In the column we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to skip count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So its area is 35. Okay, same thing for this one. You can pause it and try. So here's a column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, 12, 18, 24. So its overall area is 24. Okay, and one more. Skip count the columns. So here's a column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. That's its area. Okay. And then you might be thinking to yourself, that is kind of slow, and it could be a little slow. So you can end up just multiplying. So you have in one column here, you have 3. And then in each of the 3 columns, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can multiply 3 times 5. It equals 15. So that area is 15. Now you can also skip count and you would get the same thing, 5, 10, 15. Or if you skip counted the other direction, you get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oops, why am I writing the wrong number? 15. So either way, you'll get this same answer, but it's just a little quicker to count the columns, count the rows, and multiply. Okay, so as an example, part A, we're going to pretend that each square is 1 square yard, each of these little squares. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 times 7 equals 28 squares. And we'll say yards squared because it told us these are yards. So here's our area. Okay, part 2, we would have 1, 2, 3. And then counting down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 equals 18. And this says square inches, so we'll write square inches. So that's our area. And the last part, say these are square feet. So one of these is a square foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 times 5 equals 30. So it's 30 square feet is our area. And you might notice you could multiply 6 times 5, or you can multiply 5 times 6. You'll still get 30. So either order that you want to multiply in is just fine. All right, so the last thing to do really is to go back and try the boss question. I hope you try it. There are different possible numbers of rows and columns. Let's see if you can list the possible numbers of rows and columns.